meeting. Is everyone ready? Everyone excited for this second session? From 1 to 10, tell me how excited are you for this second session of the day? Great, awesome, awesome, everyone. Welcome back. For those who know me, you can type Y, and those who've never met me before, you can put an N in the chat. Okay, so I'll do a brief introduction of myself. I'm a president in the New Consumer Society, a Global Leadership Council member, a private investor, entrepreneur, and co-owner of the Global Portfolio of Crypto Unit Program, an international speaker, pranic healer, qualified in Reiki 1 and 2, a chief engineer for the last 38 years in air traffic control systems and air navigation services, a graduate of instrumentation and control from Teesside University in the UK. We have an exciting program for you. The agenda for today, can I have the next slide, please? Summary meeting with members of the Presidential and Leadership Council. And the following is the program for today. First, in the next slide, you can see that what happened in the month of May, what achievements and what happened in the company. This topic will be covered by the next speaker or the first speaker of the day, Harvinder Singh, the charming Harvinder Singh from India. You're doing a very good job there with all your teams, and India is consistently being #1. And the next will be the update, and the most exciting part of this seminar today, webinar today, is the update on the blockchain, and then followed by the Marathon 260 and Genius of Finance game in the community of the deaf in the world, and updates and promotions and Q&A session. Please welcome with a big round of applause, Mr. Harvinder Singh. Take over, Mr. Harvinder.
Very, very thank you, Mr. Nasirji. You have given us an opportunity. Let me just change my slide. Can you all listen to me loud and clear? If I'm clear to you all, kindly click #1 in the chat. Thank you so much for your kind feedback. Good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever you are, whichever place you are. Warm greetings to all ladies and gentlemen in today's webinar. I am your friend, Mr. Harvinder Singh. Those who do not know me, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Mr. Harvinder Singh. I'm representative of Presidential Council. New Consumer Community Partner Program, I'm President. Certified Master Profi Coach and Genius of Finance host. Member of World General for Peace Association. I'm a company leader in India. I'm an entrepreneur, speaker, and I'm a professional investor. It is an amazing, amazing day today. And you all might be thinking, what has happened in the month of May? What all did we achieve so far? And I would like to tell you, in the month of May, mere words would be very less to explain what all we have achieved. So let me just amaze you with what all we have achieved. We have started the corporate webinars and training, that too in 21 countries in 12 languages. Along with that, we have on 23rd May 2020, we have created an official presentation which was being created by beautiful Annette Martinson ma'am. And I want all of you to kindly give her a big round of applause. Give her that energy she truly, truly deserves for creating this amazing presentation. And kindly show the excitement in chat by clicking 1 if you really feel she did a great, great job. Isn't it? She did a wonderful job, indeed. Yeah, we can see your response, indeed. You too are excited like we are. Amazing it is. All right, so let's proceed further and let me show you this new presentation page. How do you find it? Isn't it lovely? It's totally professional. It's amazing page that has been created for Academy of Private Investor. And can you notice these 3 magical words? Study, invest, and prosper. Do you know what it is? It is the vision and mission of our company. These 3 magical words, if you try and understand, believe me on that, then you will only find that this is the true key to your success and happiness. Like in our India, we have a prophecy that wherever goddess of wealth exists, there only the goddess of education exists. When education exists, then only the wealth will flow in your life. If you believe in that, and you believe with the help of these 2 things, prosperity is bound to happen in your life, then click on number 1. And if you feel that this is a false statement, you can type 2 as well, no problem. Amazing, amazing. Now let's proceed to the next slide. We are doing corporate webinars and training, which are being held every Tuesday and Thursday. These are our official webinar program. And on these days, in Tuesday especially, we provide you about the financial training, the entire presentation. We tell you about the vision and mission of our company. We explain you how you have to manage your funds and how you can multiply, how you can manage it into creating your own beautiful portfolio. The same thing is being done on Thursday. For 1 hour, we do the presentation and tell you about, again, the vision and mission of the company. Then we tell you about the business training for our company. You would be happy to know that these official webinars are being done on these 2 days, Tuesday and Thursday. And in the entire world, they are being conducted for every week according to their time zone, according to their city place. And now on the next slide, you can see it has been conducted in 12 languages as per these countries' time zone. And this, what we have achieved, is truly amazing. This is being done in the month of May. So if any of your partner would love to join here, then you are most welcome. You can come in any of the link. You can reach to that company zone and you can you can join that link and you can understand what we are doing in our company, what all we have achieved so far. And the most important thing that I would now like to tell you, in the month of May, as per the statistics, from 1st of May till 31st of May, 15,846 new partners were being registered. So can you imagine, even in the month of May, even in this lockdown period, we have achieved this, which shows that we are growing per month 1.17%. So give it a big round of applause to all the leaders who have done amazing, amazing work. What an amazing work they have shown. It's truly, truly wonderful. Look at the rate of growth we are growing. And now we would like to tell you in the month of May what else we have achieved. See, May is our golden month, which shows that what all we have contributed, what all we have achieved. See, in the month of May, we have the crypto unit program has been transitioned to the second stage of the second part of development. Along with that, in the month of May, we have launched VIP Club of Private Investor. On 4th of May, staking of CRU points was also being launched for the participants of VIP Club. Amazing achievement it is indeed. And now we would like to tell you about another important thing that we have launched. It's called VIP Club. VIP means very important club, persons club. And here we have all those participants and who are entitled to receive these following benefits. What are those? They will receive the discounts up to 75% on educational programs by Academy of Private Investor. They will also receive the access to Crew EIP. And in the last Friday, you all must be aware, you might be knowing that we launched the Golden Friday. And there, you know that if you pay 10 units in that club, you would know that what all achievements and what all benefits we are entitled to have through that Golden Friday. What all amazing discounts we received, isn't it? And along with that, not just this, we also have the access to staking by being a member of VIP Club. So what does staking means? If you try to, you can stake your CRU points and you can receive extra. You will receive monthly basis, you will receive unblocked CRU. So you have that opportunity in staking. Along with this, in this VIP Club, you have an opportunity to exchange your unblocked CRU points. Along with that, there are many other exclusive investment offers. Along with that, you also have the offers, the bonuses, and serious advantages. So these are exclusive offers which you are going to have in this VIP Club. And those people who think that there are going to be losses to be in VIP Club, no, don't trust them. There are only truly benefits what company is providing you through this VIP Club. Now, from 1st of May until 31st of May, all the leaders who are joining VIP Club, their number is 19,979 members. Can you imagine? In just 1 month, we have these many members. In the month of lockdown, in these months of pandemic, we are doing such an amazing job. Can you even imagine? Yes, we are growing. Indeed, we are growing. Along with that, you are going to have another happy surprise that the company has provided you. That is, that for your benefit, the company has provided you exchange unit for CRU or CRU for unit. Along with that, you have 5 types of lots available, which you need to follow as per the company's policy. So 1 lot, 5 lot, 10 lot, 50 lot, and 100 lots. So the entire information would be provided to you through the training when you join these webinars with the help of these leaders. They will provide you with all the information. Now let's talk about the VIP Club grace period. Now many people think that this is a scam wherein people are trying to snatch away and steal away your money. But I want to clarify that for the first 3 months, you yourself judge, you yourself see for yourself how many benefits you are going to receive. Try and test this club. And if you really feel that this is going to provide you amazing benefits, then carry on forward and move ahead with this club. Now, those who have joined this VIP Club, I would like to know your feedback. Are you happy through the club? If yes, click on 1 number. Amazing. We can see your response. Absolutely. This is true. VIP Club has many benefits. And I would like to tell you that the grace period for VIP Club of Private Investor has been activated for all the participants from the 4th of May, and it will be valid until 2nd of August. So why company launched this club after all? Many people must be thinking about it, but you should try and test it yourself for next 3 months. And in those 3 months, you would understand the benefits, you will understand the advantages, upcoming advantages, and all the promotion the company is going to work under the heading of VIP Club. Because through this club, you are going to have exclusive offers of discounts, the offers, the special training programs, and this is amazing. You would be given the first chance. Only those people who are VIP Club members and VIP Club holders. And that is why it is truly, as its name is, we are very, very important persons who are included in VIP Club, isn't it? And now let's come to the next slide. There's an amazing, another happy offer for you. And those people who feel that loyalty program was being paid less, we would like to tell you that the recalculation is being done and we are trying to upgrade our system. And because of some technicalities, we have again tried to figure it out and we have done the recalculation of loyalty program, and it would be all those missing payments will be corrected and they will be occurred to your bonus account of the personal account from 1st to 8th of June 2020. So you need to wait until that period, and even after that, if somebody misses the benefit of this bonus, you need to contact the sponsor of your country. You need to talk to the office manager of your country. You can share your problem. You can talk to us on support, and definitely you are going to get 100% solution to it. You just have to explain what issue you are having and you would get the solution. Another thing which the company is providing you, another happy news for you, is those people who have purchased 100 units package in the month of May, they are going to receive plus 40% CRU points bonus. And still, I would love to tell you that if any participant have purchased 100 units and that person has not received the bonus, that person can talk to the support, to the sponsor, to the office manager. You can talk to us. If you tell us your problem, for 100% we will provide you with the solution. So don't worry. You don't have to worry about anything. Another happy news for you. In the month of May, all over the world, the economic status of all the world is going down. But in our company has opened 2 sushi master on 17th of May and 2nd of May. And look what an amazing opportunity it is that people are fighting against the lockdown and pandemic situation. But our company, amazing, amazing. We are doing amazing work. We are working day and night. And we are creating new sources for you to enjoy the benefits of as a co-owner of our company. Now, but you need to know, lack of knowledge is very dangerous to you. So you learn everything about it. And now let's talk about those hardworking leaders of our company who have achieved this rank in these lists as top 10 participants of MLCI Marathon 260. Number 1 is Mr. Surangbam Bot, Ivdokia, Nancy Kistas, Alan Spasfov, Utipova, Sophie Mithendeni, and Alex Hernandez. We are really sorry if pronouncing your name by chance we have done some mistake. Kindly understand. Really sorry for pronouncing it wrongly. And now let's talk about that moment we have been waiting so far, because on a very special demand for you, company has listened to you great leaders, and now the company that the package of 1,000 units for your betterment and for your ease, the company has divided that package into 10 months with a monthly payment of just 100 units. This is another achievement being done for you, and the happy news in this is that if you are going to purchase this 1,000 package on installment, then you still are entitled to receive the same amount of CRU as you have been receiving in the single payment. And this is the first company in the entire world which has not kind of, without any losses, he's trying to provide you with all the benefits. So they are not reducing the margins, they are not reducing or deducting any bonuses. And in both the platforms, whether you buy it as a single payment or whether you buy it on an installment, you are entitled to receive, you are entitled to reap the same benefits as in both the cases. So this is amazing, isn't it? Yes, it's awesome. And thanks to all of you, thanks to the company for doing this for us. But this, we would like to remind you that at the end of 3-month grace period, you must subscribe to VIP Club of Private Investor. Now, let's proceed to the next slide, which is about the express bonus for qualification promotion. There are few leaders who want to receive something extra in next upcoming 8 months. For them, the company has launched the express bonus for qualification promotion. For all of you people, in the first week of June, the company have provided you with the units in your bonus wallet of your personal account. You can look into your back office. Along with that, in your back office, the company is bringing a new system which will show you that how many leaders are there in your express bonus qualification. So from you, my dear friends, I would like to ask, how many of you have taken this benefit of express bonus? If you are entitled, if you are already reaping the benefits of this promotion, click on number 1. Amazing, very good. Many, many congratulations to you. It's amazing. We can see your response. Truly amazing. Wow. And now I have this kind request to make from all of you. Kindly make the use of this amazing promotion the company is providing you. And if any of you are not reaping this benefit, kindly talk to your leader, kindly talk to your sponsor, kindly talk to the office manager, kindly talk to the support. Tell them your problem, and indeed everybody is ready to help you today and always. We all are there to help you. Until and unless you don't speak of the problem, how will we be able to help you? So please, everybody, update about this promotion to everyone and reap the benefits. Now I would like to tell you a small story that belongs to the Gujarat state of India. The name of the participant is Mahendra. He called me in the midnight. He told me, lots and lots of thanks to you, Harvinder Singh. And I didn't understand why is he thanking me in the midnight. And he told me that lockdown opened in India, and in my company, in my factory, I was working in a factory. So 40 people were working there. Because of coronavirus, company fired those 40 people. And amongst those 40 people, 39 were very depressed, holding their head. And they were thinking, what will we do in our future? How will we earn our living? But only one amongst them was smiling. And everyone was shocked. Why are you smiling? After all, this is a very sad moment. We have been working for so many years and all of a sudden the boss has fired us. So this doesn't make a sense. And that leader gave reply to 39 of those people. He told them, 1 year ago in New Delhi, I received Master Profi education. There, I learned how I can transform my 1 rupee into 1 million. That education which I received there changed my entire thought process. It made me think deeper that me, who is earning just 20,000 in this factory, I can definitely earn millions of rupees through the education. And those who were cursing the God, cursing the pandemic, cursing the corona, this man, Mahendra Singh of Gujarat, was laughing. He was earning just 20,000 rupees, but even after getting fired, he received that positive mindset through education. Education changed that positivity in him. It brought that positivity and prosperity into his life. It showed him the true path to success. It showed him that moment wherein he can see opportunity out of diversity, out of disaster. And now, last but not the least, I would like to tell you, don't delay, join today, API, and feel the difference yourself. They say, first use it yourself and then believe in it, but exact knowledge. And thanks a lot for listening to me. Thanks a lot for talking and listening to me through heart. And Nasir, this floor now belongs to you. Thank you for providing all, listening your kind with all your hear and act.
Thank you, Mr. Harvinder Singh, for that inspiring talk, as well as the story. Now comes the next and most important topic of the day. I'm sure all of you are very much excited about this topic. This is going to be the progress which has been made in the blockchain and all the updates. And there is very, very exciting news. I want you to keep your ears open, have your notebooks, and take some notes. You really need to have this information with you. I would like to welcome the lovely Maria Antonenko to this podium here, to the webinar, to present this topic. Please, Maria, come on.
Good afternoon, dear friends. Thank you very much for such an introduction, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to share our information with you. But before we pass on to the topic of blockchain, I would like to make a small technical announcement. We had to push back the topic of blockchain a little bit. People are writing to the support service complaining that they did not receive 350 units for achieving the next rank within the express bonus for qualification. And the technical problem that we faced was that many people used the discount, either the Golden Friday discount or the VIP club discount, and when paying for the package, which cost $250, the system recognized it as a discounted price, that the company received 180 units, which is not sufficient for you to meet the personal investment criterion. You see? So the recommendation here is to go to your CRU EIP and pay the installment for $10 or $20 in order to bring it up to the necessary amount of personal investment of $250. And that's how the bonus will be credited to your account automatically. So guys, if you are in this similar situation, take a look at your personal investment amount and top it up. Maybe some of you will need to add an extra 10 or 20 units to get the bonus of 350 units. Hopefully now it's clear, guys. And I would like to ask to move on to the next slide. Okay, now many of us are in this state of, guessing or not knowing things. And a lot of us would like to take a peek into the future and, maybe in the crystal ball, look into the crystal ball if you have it, and, try to guess the destiny, try to guess what is going to happen to our crypto unit in the near future and how we are going to develop. And let me assure you that despite all the crisis and lockdown and all other adversities the life might be throwing at us, we're still moving forward on the path of the implementation of the objectives related to the blockchain implementation. So let's move on to the next slide. Okay, next slide, please. We have moved on to the production version of the blockchain. What it means is, you know, many people don't understand what blockchain is. And, you know, it's very difficult to explain in a matter of a couple of minutes within our webinar what blockchain is. But let me give you an example. Suppose you and I are talking, we all talk in Zoom, we use the internet technologies. I can see that in the English room, in the Russian room, we have 567 participants, and we are all united through one interface, a piece of software called Zoom. One person is talking while the rest of the people are listening. And blockchain is something similar. It's when lots of different computers are connected to each other with a program code. And our blockchain is based on the program code taken from the EOS code. And many people are like saying, why are you boasting? It's just a fork of EOS. A fork in blockchain is like a spin-off. It's a parallel branch, a parallel fork of the previous blockchain. We did not do EOS fork. We just used the programming language using which EOS is written. And in April, we had deployed our nodes on the servers located in the office on regular desktop computers. And in May, we've moved on to the cloud server. We have 4 cloud servers rented in Germany through Hetzner company. And it is now like a cloud storage of data for our blockchain. You can follow the link explorer.cryptounit.cc and you can take a look at our blockchain explorer. And in your back offices, we already have a link for you to follow through and take a look at your blockchain-based accounts in our explorer. So what tokenomics is? Well, basically, it's an abbreviation between token and economics. It's the economics of a token. It's a document, it's a paper, like a charter or articles of association of a company, or like the constitution of a country. We spent quite a lot of time on developing this paper and on having it approved. This document establishes the procedure for accrual of tokens. And the tokens of our blockchain are called UNTB. It describes the procedure of their appearance, issue into the world. You know, like the central banks of every country issue money. There is a printing machine which is on, the money is printed by the Central Bank of Russia, for example, or the Federal Reserve System of the United States. So the government needs this much money, they made a decision and they issue money. That's how it works here. Our tokens, UNTB, will be issued on our blockchain following a specific algorithm established in our tokenomics. We know that our CRU, we have 80 billion of them, and were issued in the first block. It's like the genesis of the blockchain. This is the primary issue of CRU tokens, and it happened already. While the UNTB token will be issued, the start of the issue will be in July, when we receive from the regulators all the necessary permissions. But the smart contracts for those emissions issues are already written. They are published, where there is a special website where the developers publish everything that all the developers publish there on this website all our entries for our blockchain. Now, we are updating the design of our blockchain explorer. There are already buttons there like CRU, UNTB, USDU. The visualization of the entire work is there. Now we have also a diagram here. If you go to the Explorer right now, you can see already things moving around, changing. Our Explorer is starting being like populated, like getting live. And in the matter of a couple of days, every tab will be clickable. You can open them, you can see your accounts, you can see how many CRU points have been credited to your account and according to which algorithm. Algorithm 1 is the CRUs accrued when you buy an AAP, and algorithm 2 is your CRU points that you received under the bonus program. And when the tokens UNTB are issued, you will see it in your balance accounts, also in the Explorer, Blockchain Explorer. And by July, we're going to have our wallets where you can keep all your tokens in your crypto wallets, be it on your computer, if you open it using a browser, or on your phone. And you can manage your tokens inside your wallet. But what I would like to point out here is that only released, unblocked wallets can be sent elsewhere. The frozen, locked CRU points will be locked in blockchain as well. UNTB cannot be locked. Again, UNTB cannot be locked. As soon as you bought them or received them, thanks to your staking, they can become liquid right away. They cannot and are not locked. This is the difference between UNTB and crypto unit. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay, as I already mentioned, in your back office, you will find the link, and it starts in your portfolio. We called it briefcase. And you go to the back office, you click on the portfolio and briefcase, and you can follow through to the blockchain, or you can copy the link and paste it, and then you press enter, you enter your login and password, and you'll move on to the blockchain. In future, the Explorer will show you how many CRU points were put on staking and how many CRU points can freely circulate. Let's move on to the next slide. And let's give some more details about our tokens. Literally a month or 2 months ago, we tried to hide the official name of our tokens. We didn't want to disclose them. And before our webinar, Mila was asking, Maria, if we publish the name of our tokens, what if fraudsters and scammers copy them and will again create their fake offers? While we're doing our crypto unit token for Ethereum, fraudsters could copycat us, could copy it, because any programmer worth his money could issue tokens on Ethereum. You can on Waves too, and it costs like $1, literally, and it doesn't take a lot of time to issue a token with a similar name on someone else's blockchain. But since we have our own production version of our blockchain, only we can issue these tokens on our blockchain. No fraudsters or anyone else can do it on our blockchain. On Ethereum, you're welcome. Knock yourself out, but not on our blockchain. It will be two different things. We already submitted an application to ensure the protection of our tokens for the UNTB and USDU through the Estonian jurisdiction. The whole patent receipt procedure according to the Madrid law is quite complex, but our lawyers are doing their best. All the documents have been submitted, and we'll be waiting for the date of registration of the patents for the trademark. And we're sure that we are protected because our tokens will be only on our blockchain. As for the quantity, as far as the crypto unit is concerned, you know, it's 80 billion crypto unit / shares of the company, which is the holder of the global investment portfolio. As for the UNTB tokens, this is a technical token of the blockchain. You can compare it to a Bitcoin, to Ethereum, EOS, based on which we have created our own blockchain. This token helps move any information along the blockchain. This what you use to validate blocks. No block can exist without the technical token. And what differentiates our blockchain from all other blockchains, that on the Ethereum blockchain and Ethereum, the technical token Ethereum itself, has it can be inter-transferable, can be transferred between each other. On Bitcoin, for example, we have a Bitcoin as a reward for mining when it's issued, and Bitcoin itself is a value. In our case, has its own value. Yes, there is a mistake on this slide. Leonid in the Russian chat was quite attentive. You see, we lack 3 zeros, and it's 80 million instead of 80 billion. So well done, guys. Those of you who mentioned and noticed it, it should be 9 zeros plus 80. So crypto unit is the security token of our blockchain. So this is the value that will move on along our blockchain. And UNTB, unlike the original crypto unit, the primary issue of the utility token UNTB will be quite small. We decided to stick to the deficit model of the token issue. It means that 723 million tokens will be born, let's say, or issued in July. As soon as we receive the documents from the regulators, we will click the button and the UNTB will be issued. 723 million will be born. In crypto unit program, we have for now 1,350,000. By July, I guess we're gonna have at least 1.5 million. And every participant will have a minimum balance of 10 UNTB credited to them using the LPOS method called least proof of stake. Why do we need it? Those 10 UNTB tokens, the tokens of our blockchain, will give to every participant a small capacity. Let me tell you what I mean here. It's like Wi-Fi in your apartment. For example, you have a cable going to each apartment and there is a Wi-Fi box. And if you have 5 computers plugged into it, then the internet coming from this box will be, let's say, evenly distributed in small amounts to each device. You must know the situation when in the airport you connect to the airport Wi-Fi. You can't open a single page because too many participants, too many users are connected to this Wi-Fi. Similarly here, for you to be able to connect to it, you will have to buy a small share, a small piece of this capacity, like bandwidth capacity. So without having a small balance on your wallet, you won't be able to receive or send anything. And there are no commissions in our blockchain. You can move any tokens in our blockchain commission free. But to keep those servers that we rented, we need to collect a minimum like 1 cent. The primary price of the UNTB will be will cost $0.01 for us to be able to maintain our servers. And when we have more users and when we have professional miners who will deploy their own nodes, they will pay for the servers from the income that they will receive from the UNTB tokens, from mining UNTB tokens. And after the primary handout of the initial balances, there will be UNTB tokens issued in each block. So in the first month, we will have 30 to 40 UNTB issued every half a second. So one block can have 10,000, 100,000 transactions. They will be transferred in half a second. When they say 100,000 transactions per minute, okay, in our case, it will take half a second. For example, 100,000 people at the same time, in the same moment, send something to someone. All of those transactions will be put into one block, and it will take half a second to transfer them. And there will be a miner's reward or validator's reward in that block of 40 UNTB. And all the emission of the UNTB tokens or issue will last for 10 years. By 2030, you will get only 4 UNTB for each block, whereas in the first life of the blockchain, first year of life of the blockchain, miners will get 30 to 40 UNTB. Then it will go down. If you keep track of the Bitcoin mining, you know that this year yet another halving of Bitcoin happened, whereas in February you could get 12.5 Bitcoins. Now it's only 6.25 of it, half of it. So in our case, it's not halving per se, but simple decrease. So maybe we'll do it quarterly. Maybe we'll do it based on some other periods. We will have a gradual decrease until 2030. And we will also have dividends and bonuses, which will be accrued in USDU tokens. 1 USDU equals $1. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay, fields of application or use of UNTB token. First of all, you get access to CPU plus net. CPU is the computing capacity and net is access to the blockchain. Without the UNTB token, you won't be able to open your wallet. The second function, how you can use the UNTB on blockchain, when you stake your CRU from the entire issue of tokens born, as I told you, 40 tokens per block in half a second. So you can do your math, how many UNTBs will be issued per day. 95% of all the UNTB tokens will be accrued to the CRU holders who staked their CRUs, and only 5% of UNTBs will go to the validators for them to pay for the servers. Next, we will have an exchange, not only to trade cryptocurrency tokens, regular cryptocurrency tokens, but also security tokens. And UNTB is going to be an exchange token, like Binance exchange, to pay for the commission in the currency pairs. You will be able to receive a discount if you pay the commission in the UNTB tokens. We are preparing an online version of Genius of Finance game, and there are a lot of other games that can be based on blockchain. That's where we can use UNTB tokens in those games as well. It's like a game token. So we have another spin-off of our game Genius of Finance game. It will be called the Game of Life. And UNTB token will be given as a reward for playing the game or winning the game. And of course, our blockchain will have people who would like to tokenize their assets. We have already partners coming to us and wanting to issue security tokens for the basalt plant, the real estate projects, the hotel and resorts projects. Businessmen who do not have tourists today in the hotels because of the crisis, but they realize that sooner or later the crisis is going to end, and the hotel will start yielding revenue the way it did a year ago. And those entrepreneurs come to us and ask, can I issue my security tokens for my hotel on your blockchain in order to yield, to have revenue for the future guests of the hotel? And we say, of course you can. We will have other coins issued on our blockchain, but for those coins to be issued, the owner of the hotel will have to buy our UNTB and deposit those tokens on our exchange for his tokens to be issued. You might know that there are a lot of similar blockchains that use similar models. It's like a security or collateral model. You deposit or use as a collateral one kind of token to issue another token. And also in the system of data mining, that is quite a hot topic nowadays. That's where we're going to use token to reward partners in the network who are involved in data mining. And there will be other fields of application coming up as well as we disseminate more and more information about our blockchain being up and running. I'm sure lots of different business people will ask for our help in listing and issuing their tokens, and we will gladly help them, and we will make a profit off it, you and we. It will be an additional income to your dividends, to your profit bonus, because we are co-owners after all. So any development of our blockchain and our exchange will yield us extra income. Now let's move on to the next slide.
Well, here, dear friends, in this table, you see approximate efficiency of staking for holders of unblocked CIU. Look, in green columns indicate everything pertaining to UNTB. We made up the tentative price of issuance of 1 cent for UNTB, and because the model selected is deficit based, the more people will join, the higher the price will be of UNTB token. And in a year, under our humble estimations, from 1 cent UNTB may go up to 50 cents. Because we have 10 times less than crypto units, but everyone needs the minimum balance to open the wallet. And per 1,000 CIU token under staking in the first month, in July, you will see crediting of 309 UNTB token per CIU at the price of 2 cents. It makes up $6. And in a year, actually, this is the right-hand column, you can see that 1,000 CIU under staking, you will get on average from $10–20 as your income monthly. Quite often, I receive questions from the partners. They are the small amounts. Should I actually sell 1,000 CIU at 20 cents? In today's exchange, actually, I will make $200. Why should I wait 1 year for these 200 to get from staking? But look, at this moment, a person totally forgets that crypto unit price will go up. as soon as we launch basalt factory and we start diamond mining and production, and the lockdown is lifted and we start mining gold in the Urals, every step forward will increase and rally the price of crypto unit many times, $1, $2, $3. And when you sell your crypto units at the price of 20 cents each, you actually deprive yourself a chance to get income from our activities and operation. This is the benefit of staking. You actually preserve your milking cow, as we like it to say it, the cow which actually produces milk, or a hen which lays golden eggs. The price of the hen goes up and the price of the eggs go up as well. And there are more and more eggs every month. Yes, Armand, you said it correctly. Next slide, please. And here, please have a look at these small letters, because we are actually have some misdesign because the pictures are a bit floating. So crypto exchange plus fiat, I had a very huge segment, the key one, which we are to work on in the next month. And the company is also getting licenses for UGPay. This is the payment license as for a bank, a license for the operator of securities, and our crypto unit in the Virgin Islands, British Virgin Islands, who is an issuer of these STO tokens. And these three companies, three enterprises, will interact with each other under, and they will be designed or incorporated into a huge and very comprehensive mechanism. And our lawyers actually working with these three enterprises for UGPay to get its licenses, the Estonian exchange to gain its licenses. And at present, Crypto Unit Company actually submitted the relevant documents to the Securities Committee to register through that we have the tokenomics. And in July, we will get a document which is everyone waiting for. That is the white paper. And tokenomics is a huge section there, which describes all the mechanism of how our tokens will be generated, how much time it is required for issuance, and etc. Next slide, please. As regards exchange, dear friends, I know that you are suffering a lot, that our exchange of CIU points is not done in the way you would like it to see. Sometimes it's too slow with some bugs. It may function or be dysfunctional, but look, everyone would like to see a full functioning exchange with the diagrams, with statistics. We are looking forward to it as well. Andrei Havratov is looking forward it from the 9th of March when we launch this exchange. But please understand that the back office of the company, Academy of Private Investor, does not provide or does not match the stock exchange. It lacks these functionalities. And why now we have some restrictions or limitations, 1 transaction an hour? There are 2 reasons. First of all, to actually lift or get rid of robots. In April and May, some very crafty people actually sold crypto units tokens at very low prices, 5-7 cents, and they created robots who actually hooked up the applications, and the volume of trading in April and May, no, actually no, it's not the volume of trading, this is the volume of exchanges when we analyze the statistics, actually it surpass the global trading in the coin atom. This is blockchain Cosmos or Space, launched by Binance. In blockchain Cosmos or Space, there is a coin atom, and our exchange, with a lot of bugs, with a lot of hiccups, very slow, of CRU into units and vice versa, actually surpassed the volume of trading in global coin atom. So yes, technically it's quite poor, but as regards the economic attractiveness, it enjoys very huge potential. And now we are actually hampered or restricted by the technicalities. Next slide, dear friends. For you to understand what it means to set up an exchange, it may seem to you that it's so simple. You simply make some slides for a presentation. So someone in the back office makes some designs and everything is functional. When our programmers actually send these terms of reference, if you don't understand, if you have poor understanding of programming, I'm not a programmer, I'm an economist. When I see all this stuff, actually my hair starts shivering and my brains refuse to absorb this, which schemes they are. But the architecture of the exchange from the perspective of a user is viewed as very simple. An application for selling, an application for buying, they match and everything is sound and happy. But for programmers, actually, it's like the nuclear physics. This is a horribly complicated design, particularly in case it applies to cryptocurrencies, signatures, blocks, wallets. And for the exchange, there are very tough requirements for ensuring security. I'm not talking about our back office and our blockchain, but about the terms of reference. I'm referring to the terms of reference for our exchange in Estonia to ensure, to secure the protection of the funding, because there were a lot of cases when exchanges are hacked and cryptocurrencies are stolen from wallets. And this infrastructure is actually the money at the time of a transaction is affected should be separate from the total money mass or flow of the exchange, because at the exchange there is cold wallets, warm or hot wallets, and some gates. So it provides for a lot of work which couldn't be done overnight. It takes not even 1 month or 2 months. To design the exchange, we set a goal of at least 3 months. In June, we are to endorse and approve the terms of reference, this structure, who will sign the wallets, who will monitor the inflow and outflow of funding, to make sure that it's secure and safe, to design a user-friendly interface, and by late June, we plan to see a prototype of this exchange platform. And tentatively in September, we plan to launch it, to pilot it. As regards the exchange in our back offices and why it's so slow, there are 2 reasons. First of all, to protect us against bots, because not frequently than once an hour someone can actually file his application. And the second reason is that our server, where the back offices are, will not stand this load. It's not a server actually as such. This is a very powerful computer located in an office, And in case every second it receives this response and application, the computer will treat it as a hacking attack and will block all our back offices. And therefore, there is this limitation, time limitation, because of two reasons: because of bots and in order to protect our back offices. Because the back office of the Academy of Private Investor aims at some educational tasks, selling EIPs, but not exchange trading. Please be patient. Do not suffer. Do not torture the support department. We are working. We are really working hard, and we would like to make everything functional for the user to be friendly and to be safe and secure for the protection of our money. Next slide, please. We have our roadmap. In June, we are to receive licenses and no objection from the regulators for our tokens, Swiss and Estonian jurisdictions, US jurisdiction, to approve the terms of reference for the exchange with all these algorithms combined. And in July, we plan to obtain legal opinions. So in June, the documents are to be submitted. The deadline for receiving some response from a regulator from 20 to 45 business days. Therefore, we don't know under today's situation when exactly we may expect from our regulators the relevant documents. All the documents from our end have already been submitted. Hopefully in July, we will get from them the legal opinion for CIU, UNTB, USDU, and in July, we will actually launch the prototyping of the functionalities of the exchange. In July, we will present to you wallets when being in your back office by going to the link. Like today, you can go to blockchain. Following this link, you can go and get a key to your personal wallet. You will actually invent your login, your password, and you will see the tokens in your back office. And this is our plan for July. And another two things, actually two parts, legal one and technical one. We have a license for the maintenance of crypto wallets, and we wait for it to be updated. And actually in August, we will start recruiting staffing for exchange, because exchange is not an official, a virtual website on the internet. It includes or provides for some officers, QYC officers, support department officers, exchange officers, technical staff that daily and nightly to track the situation. And in August, we plan to start recruitment of the relevant personnel. And by September, we plan to launch STO exchange. And in October, at the anniversary of our company, we are excited to cheer up all our achievements. There is a question: who is going to pay for this personnel? Look, exchange will be fully supportive. It will support itself by the commission paid for trading, and we believe that it will be self-reliant almost after it is launched. I see your feedback. Let the God make it. And now, dear friends, I'd like to pass the floor to another speaker. I will stay by the very end of our webinar. You can raise your questions, and we won't actually impede into our agenda. I will answer all your questions at the end of the webinar. So please welcome Tatiana Zhuravleva. Thank you, Maria, for this interesting explanation. and very dynamic development of blockchain project. My greetings to all of you, dear friends. My name is Tatiana Zhuravleva. I'm a life learn investor, master profit training graduate, and now I am the project manager of three projects, actually: Genius of Finance, board game and online version, and MLCI Marathon 260. And I am based in Moscow office. Next slide, please. Now here, let's discuss the results of the marathon. You all know that on the 2nd of February 2020, we launched the Marathon 260, and this marathon lasted 4 months, and we have covered half of our sessions and ready to announce our results. First of all, the marathon is participated by 76 countries, and we provide training in 9 languages. Now our marathon has over 1,500 active participants working in groups, and in addition we have another 13,000 observers. They work on their own and watch recordings of the marathon session. For the training, actually, we have designed the vertical training structure, and our participants first of all receive sessions delivered by our speakers. Then after this, they actually communicate with the administrators who actually organize their work, and once in 2 weeks, participants of the marathon meet their mentors, and mentors, we have the members, so they are members of the leadership and presidential councils, and at these mentorship phone calls, they discuss their experience of homeworks. Mentors share their personal tips, and actually these phone calls are very interesting. For the groups of participants, in 4 months, what we've done, the participants themselves, first of all, in the first line of our marathon runners, they have signed up new 8,629 new partners in their first lines, and this is only first line of the marathon runners. These new partners actually made about 2,531 purchasing for the total amount of about $413,000 US. I believe these are great achievements, and meanwhile our marathon runners develop not their first line but their depth lines. We have 174 marathon runners advancing their statuses. They became either agents or consultants or managers, and they are the novices of our company. We actually focus them a lot and make sure that everything is clear to them and their competence and skills improve. After the start of our marathon, there was an announcement. In case you complete over 55% of your homeworks, you will be eligible to a free ticket to Eventim. And I am pleased to announce that over 20 partners of the marathon are doing homeworks in full and in time. Yes, they have their own pace, but still we have started the list of those persons who will receive a free ticket to Eventim. And every week, these lists are updated. The marathon will last until October. We still have another 4 intense months ahead. And I wish all the marathon runners to achieve tremendous results. And I am looking to seeing all our winners. Every month there is the rating, and this month actually Harry announced our last month's winners, and I believe at our next summary webinar we will have an updated list of top 10 leaders. And now the next slide, please. Let's talk about the board game Genius of Finance.
Okay, now most of you must know that what kind of game it is. I'm sure that many of you played it already, and we certified our game masters, or hosts as we call them, and only after being certified, they could get a big leather suitcase and start organizing games for their partners and other participants. What we decided to do now is to launch a light or simplified version of this game, which will be available without a host. It's like a table or board game version of the game. So what we did, we changed the content of the game itself. We changed the game situations or game scenarios. We changed the starting professions or trades of the players. A lot of new things were added to the rules. And in order to test the game, we convened together several groups of participants who within 1 week, every day, played this new version of the game. And by doing it, they, let's say, field tested all the new introductions, all the new rules, and we received quite positive feedback from them. They liked the game a lot, and based on, let's say, better testing of this game, we made a lot of corrections to it. We found the printing company to print this game for us, and literally on this week, we transferred the payment to make the figurines for the game. You know how they will look like, and we will stick to those figurines. They will have the same form, the same image. At the moment we're designing the game, and we have several proposals. We would like to upgrade the design to make it more dynamic, to make it more trendy, fashion, trendy, and more up to date, and for it to be matching the online version, to follow the same logic. Now we are approving with our marketers, with our developers, the new design, and hopefully by the 20th of June, we will have the final design approved, and we plan to launch the sales through our partnership network. In your back offices, you will be seeing the launch in July this year already. So what is important here? Yesterday, we launched for you the survey. This is my kind request to all of you guys. Please take participation in that survey. Fill in the questionnaire. We need to understand in what languages we need this game. Whether you are going to buy this game for yourself only, or you're going to sell it further down your line, or you need a franchise at the city level, which will help you promote and sell our game, Genius of Finance, in your region. In this survey, we have asked all the questions that will help us estimate the run. Run is the number of copies. And we think that we're going to print this game in 6 to 8 languages, and the initial run will be 1,000 boxes in each language. It will help us provide for the event as well, because we all know that every year we hold an international tournament, and hopefully we are going to have this tournament this year in Moscow, and now you will all have an opportunity to get ready for that tournament, because with the printing of the box version of this board game, every one of you in your cities, regardless whether you have a certified host or not, you will be able to train to later participate in the international tournament. Please participate in our survey. You can see the news in the back office. I see that already many of you filled in the forms, and many of you would like to have the city level franchise. We will surely at our next webinars tell you what kind of franchise it is and what kind of terms and conditions apply to the franchise for the purchase of it. So this is as much as the board game Genius of Finance is concerned, the box version of it. But I would like also to tell you a few words about the Genius of Finance Online. At our previous summary webinar, I gave you the roadmap, what we were going to do in the future, etc., etc. And you must remember that in September, October, we had planned the start of the sales of the Genius of Finance Online, the first, let's say, alpha version, alpha test version of it. So we did in May, we entered into an agreement with the tender winners, and we developed together the terms of reference for the game. We now have a full picture what kind of features will be integrated into the game, how interesting it is going to be. I can tell you that this game is more oriented on young generations from 60 to 30 years of age. And this is the audience, literally, that sitting at home behind their computers and spend lots of their time playing games, video games. Also, we had the project schedule approved and the cost estimate for it. Now we know what deadlines we have and what we're going to have and how much it is going to cost us. So on this slide, you can see one of the peculiar features of this game in order to promote and cover as a big audience as possible. We are going to integrate this game with a very famous streaming site. It's called Twitch. It's a 47th website in terms of traffic globally. And you can put up streams on that website. So we can stream online any game taking place in any corner of the world. And the version of the game that we're going to launch in the future can enable 10,000 players play at the same time. And if we are going to broadcast it, and if we're going to deploy it and broadcast it, lots of people will be able to observe remotely the game and familiarize with our philosophy, with the philosophy, ideology of the new economic evolution of the world, and get some knowledge in the area of financial literacy. Hopefully this game is going to be interesting for everyone. And it's just a beginning. And in future, we are going to implement a mobile version of this game as well. This is on the table as well. And this is being discussed with our developers. And I would like to wish a productive webinar to all of you. And I would like to pass the floor to the next speaker. One more thing. I'm sorry, I forgot one more slide. In addition to things mentioned above, we have one more feature implemented in this game, which is a Telegram bot. It helps you see the back office of the player. We are going to record the videos and we will write the copy for the rules. You will be able to familiarize with the rules of the game to be able to start playing with already some kind of a notion what to do. Also, you will have reminders about the upcoming game. We'll have the schedule. Our game can be played both with the host and without them, like in the case of a board game. And you can either enter a room, a gameplay room with a host, or play on your own with other peers without a host. That's quite a lot of things in store for you, and we will definitely report to you on the project progress. And now I would like to pass the floor to our speaker, and I would like now, our moderator to announce the next speaker. So Nasser, you have the floor.
Thank you for that amazing presentation. I'm sure all the members are very, very excited by both of you and Maria from your presentations, and they were mind-blowing, especially the blockchain. We need some time to digest what was said there, and I'm sure we'll go over the recording of this video to make ourselves more familiar with it. I would like to welcome the next speaker, Mr. Francesco Cannoni in a very important topic. Please come forward into the room. The floor is yours, Mr. Francesco.
Well, good day to you. How are you? My name is Francesco Cannoni. You might think that I'm using too many hand signs, but you know, I'm trying to learn the sign language. So my name is Francesco Cannoni, and I'm responsible for the deaf and hearing impaired partners of NEU. I'm a vice president under NEU affiliate program. I'm a promoter, co-owner of NEU project, master profit coach, professional investor, member of the Association Generals of the World for Peace, and a professional speaker. Let's move on to the next slide. I would like to tell you a few words about a very, very important thing that I discovered in this company. Let's start with details. How many do you think people are in the global deaf community? So the global population of the planet, well, global population is around 7.7 billion. I Googled all this up, found this data in Wikipedia, and approximately 360 million people are affected by deafness or hearing impairedness. So can you imagine how many people are suffering from this problem? We're not talking about 1-2 dozen people, but about 360 million. And on average, 5 out of 1,000 children are born with serious hearing impairment. Thankfully, a part of them can be treated of this disease, of this problem, but overall, there is a total of 5% of the global population who are affected by deafness. And these figures really make you think. Imagine how difficult it must be for them to learn, to study, to participate in any kind of social life, because not all of them can read, speak, despite the fact that they are deaf. Being deaf, usually they cannot speak either, because they cannot hear themselves, they cannot hear other people. This is a very, very serious problem. A couple of months ago, thanks to the marathon, I got a chance to become responsible for the interaction with our deaf partners or partners with hearing impairment. But before I could start this work, I was a local leader for this community in my region. And I want to tell you one thing. After a couple of years of working with our company, I found it quite difficult to discover a new mission for myself. What other added value I can give to our community, to our company. And I was not satisfied with my input, with my mission in this life. And my girlfriend, my friend, Daniela Trenko, we tried to find a solution together, to find our path to promote the mission of our company, the new mission of our company. Have you ever experienced a situation when you had a vision which could well become the mission of your life? You know, I met a group of hearing impaired people, and one of them was Anna. She's our partner. She has a hearing problem. And you know, she charged me with this energy, but not only me, but my girlfriend as well. And we felt the source of this energy, and we realized that our mission is to give the opportunity to give voice to those people, to help them become advocates of our mission. And, you know, I don't know whether there is an agenda or an objective at all behind what I'm doing. I do it just because I firmly believe that our company has its duty to help people across the world and make them feel better, make them live a better life, help them feel rich and feel confident in this world. Let's move on to the next slide. Therefore, my girlfriend and I decided to talk it over with the local leadership council and came up with an idea to open the department, to establish the department for the deaf of new consumer community. And let me tell you, I think it was a fantastic idea. We all really got down to it. We all believed that it was possible. We wanted to, you know, roll up our sleeves and start working. We wanted our partners help build their business and work. Now let me tell you about the goals of our department. First, it is to ensure better access to the API for all new partners, and to ensure that better training through the sign language. As you know, every country has its own language, and the deaf people also have their own sign language. In France, it's called in one way. In Italy, it's called in another way. And I was quite surprised that there are varieties of sign languages out there. Also, we wanted to ensure growth and career opportunities for deaf partners of NEU. We started with weekly courses for our partners, for them to be able to grow and go up the career ladder in the company and get access to all the instruments other partners enjoy. Also, we wanted to provide support to the deaf partners of new consumer community and hold special webinars. Those webinars are recorded and then translated into the sign language. Additionally, together with my teammate, Alberto Noro, and I'm very grateful to him, we started translating video lessons by Andrei Havratov into the sign language. And right now, we are translating the 8 rules of a private investor. Just imagine, people who are hearing impaired will now be able to take in those 8 rules of a private investor, which is quite incredible. We didn't want to be indifferent to this problem, and we wanted to help. And one more thing, one more goal that we pursue is to create the database of the deaf in new consumer community through surveys. I think that within the next 2, 3, 4 days, the survey form is going to be ready. And I would like you guys to participate in it, in the survey. And by doing it, we can create the database which will have the entire information, materials, webinars, everything translated into the sign language. And we can also disseminate that material among all of our deaf partners. Imagine, we can even organize the Genius of Finance games with a sign language translator there. People won't feel abandoned. They won't feel left behind. And the last but not least goal is to create the largest community offering residual income in the world. I wanted just to tell you that I personally think this is one of the most important goals of our community, to help Andrei implement this goal, to help people with hearing problems, to help people who are in need of support. We know you are out there, and we want to help you. imagine this is going to be the first academy in the world which will provide financial education and which will provide training to people with hearing impairment. This is something out of science fiction. We will help our partners and we will tell them that the company knows they exist and is ready to help them. Now, let's give voice to our deaf partners so that they, in turn, could help us implement our incredible mission, which is the new economic evolution of the world. As you can see, again, my name is Francesco Cannone. My girlfriend is Daniela Trenka, and you can get in touch with us using the telephone number on your screen. You also see our Telegram and WhatsApp number. Again, this information is intended for people who have hearing problems. Also, you can use the email address, which is called departamentodefnew@gmail.com. You can use that email to write to me as well. I have lots of email incoming going my way, asking me, when are we going to enter the exchange? When are we going to have our own blockchain? Guys, this is not the questions that I'm in a position to answer. I'm in charge of something else, as I've just described you. You can ask me, for example, things related to the work of our department for the deaf. So help us grow together and help us help people who need help. This is it from me, and I would like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for your attention. And I would like to have lots of your messages and letters, hugs and kisses, and have a nice day. And I would like to pass the floor back to Nasser.
Thank you very much for that presentation. What an awesome idea and help to our challenged partners. I actually have or had for 30 years an impairment in hearing, and I used to wear a hearing aid in my right ear because I had over 60% hearing loss. And fortunately, the technology has improved so much, and I subjected myself to an operation to place an implant in the middle ear, and now I'm not wearing any hearing aid at all, and I'm very happy for that, and I'll be very happy to see that our company is going to take on this mission to get our partners the right education and the right opportunity for them to prosper as well. I'd like to welcome our last speaker of the day, the amazing Petru Jalba, one of the Presidential Council members, was among the first or the second president in this company. Please, Petru, come on and give us the promotions and the last part of the presentation. Thank you.
Hello to everyone. This is the sound check. Please give me the indication how you can hear me and see me. Did you like the information presented by Maria Antonenko and all the other speakers? Great. So I will have the last part of today's webinar. My name is Petru Jalber, and I am a partner of this company for 5 years, And I used to work in London, but the world seemed to be quite gloomy. Everyone commuted early in the morning and then come back. But I always wanted something more. And through the Academy of Private Investors, through my acting, actually, I reached much more. And don't expect that someone feels responsible for you. Please be responsible for your life, for what you are doing, and you will get a success. I know this company 5 years, and all the promises made by the company, they were performed, they were met, and I'm sure we will continue this in the future. There are some amazing news I would like to share with you, some promotions, updates, and promotions this month, which gifts will be presented. I believe you will feel excited. Let's move on. Look, here, I'd like to explain to everyone that we have 2 formats of our meetings, open meetings and closed meetings. Open meeting like today. So there are different webinars for our first timers, some trainings, but there are closed meetings. And I would like to share some requirements for you to attend these closed meetings. You know that at these meetings, we disclose some inside information which is shared by Andrei Havratov. He actually updates us about all the developments in the company, our investments in different sectors, and those sectors we are entering, but there are some requirements or rules for you to be invited to such a meeting. Your status should be at least a consultant, or you should purchase EIPs of over 1,000 units, because maybe today you are quite upset that you are denied your access to the closed meeting. But look, to enter any closed meeting, no matter which company it is, it costs something. To be invited to a closed meeting of Anthony Robbins, it costs actually $100,000 but he does not disclose information which we disclose at our closed meetings. But here at our closed meetings, you buy our product, you benefit from the product, and in addition, you get access to confidential information about our company. Whereas at open meetings, there are such meetings like this one or some webinars, and the schedule could be found in your back offices, all the latest news on the webinars and meetings to be held. Let's move on. Look, I like these figures a lot. I'm fond of figures, I'm keen on figures, and I am excited about figures, large figures, ambitious goals. And I've never seen a company in my life that in 14 months would rally its success to this height as we did. Let's together with you review these results. The number of registered users, over 1,365,000 people registered and signed up to the company. The number of clients who purchased EIPs is over 590,000. The number of partners and agents put together is over 704,000 and 46,000 accordingly. Consultants, managers, leader managers, we have over 12,000, 4,000, and 1,344 leader managers. Top managers, vice presidents, and presidents. Top managers, we have them 431, vice presidents 160, and presidents, there are 71 presidents in the company. The sales in 14 months is over 154 million units. This is our sales in 14 months. the assets purchased are worth of almost 62 million units. So we affected so many purchases of these assets. The amount or the bonuses under the marketing plan in units worth, we paid out almost 53 million, almost 48,000 units. In 14 months, our partners were paid out over 53 million units as bonuses. I've never known any company that would agree to pay so many bonuses. And I even believe that we can be easily compared with such giants as Gazprom in the Russian Federation or other giant corporations. And the bonuses under the loyalty program and bonus profit, we paid out 15,880,000 accordingly. These are our results in the last 14 months of crypto unit program. And I am sure that those who actually visited our last webinar, you will see that the growth will rally, because we actually announced last time the AR technologies, artificial intelligence technologies, because as Andrei Havratov says, this is the future of the network marketing. These digital doubles actually look for the clients and they select your prospects that are your same thinkers. But look, I'd like to clarify one thing, dear friends. Here, everyone is responsible. The extent our company grows up, it's not dependent on Andrei Havratov or the Presidential Council. It is dependent on each of us taking the relevant actions to make sure that you can implement your dreams and help the company implement its goal. But when the company reaches its goals and dreams, I'm sure that your dreams will come true. Let's move on. Look, it turns out that in a month, in 14 months, we actually registered 97,504 people. And a day, it makes up 3,250 people. Every hour, we sign up 135 people, whereas in 2 minutes, we sign up 2 persons. In different countries of the world, the results may actually vary, but it's on average. And let's move on. I'd like to congratulate the top 10 countries as regards the number of registrations. In the English slide, in the English chat, please change the slide. So, India last month registered almost 2,650 persons, but we see that number 1 is Argentina. Why? Because new country has stepped in and it's growing. And now they have 49 newly sign-ups. India is number 10, Peru is number 9, USA number 8, Oman is number 7, Ecuador number 6, Nepal ranks 5, Australia ranks 4th, Colombia ranks 3rd. So the top 3 is Colombia, New Zealand, and Argentina. They are those countries that have rallied their registrations, and I would like to explain. India last month actually had 3,000. This month, 206 2,651, but Argentina is #1 because it has new leaders with many purchases and the growth is 81%. Let's move on. Let's review the revenues of different countries. So UK ranks the 10th, Russia 9, Kazakhstan 8, Oman 7, Peru 6, Vietnam 5, Italy 4, Australia, US and India, they are our leaders as regards the sales in May. Congratulations to all these countries. I remember when we started only, so now these countries are in our top 10 list. I believe we should hooray all the leaders in these countries who one day actually made the decision and became responsible for improving lives of the people in these countries. And they can see themselves in our top 10 list. I remember when we started working in Italy, I was sleepless day and night to work hard to bring Italy to top 10 list. When I joined, actually, I desperately wanted it to be the first one. I wanted it to be #1 in sales, but I'm sure as soon as there is such a person or a leader in any country, then you can actually take pride in yourself in work you are doing. Let's move on. Dear friends, English room, please change the slide. Let's have a look at the investments we've made. Look, investments into our total investments into our portfolio is over 60,841,097 units. Total investments, including transport sector, gold, financial and stock market, real estate, shared participation in business, culture, and balance proceeds, balance funds that we have in our accounts. These are those sectors we made our investments, and you see the number of the total investments. Let's move on, dear friends. No, wait a minute. Yes, this slide, please. You can see the share of each of these sectors. So transport accounts for 30% of our portfolio, gold accounts for 20.7% of our total portfolio, whereas financial and stock market makes up 10.9% of our global portfolio. Let's move on. Dear friends, I will respond to all your questions. Please be sure I will do it, but I want to share my part of presentation and then we'll accept all your questions. If you agree, please put a plus. Look, so the value of our assets. To date, our portfolio includes the assets worth over 404,612,934 units. And our investments, we've invested over 60. So the amount of the investments is over 60 million, whereas the value of the portfolio after 14 months only is, you can see this figure, it's already over 404 million US dollars. Actually almost 405 million US dollars. The profits is over 145,000 US dollars, which is in the percentage, it is 0.25%, with the capitalization of 343,771,836 units. And in percentage, it will be over 565%. The number of instruments is 33 in our portfolio. So there are segments with different varied instruments like real estate. We can actually either construct or buy or sublease. These are 3 instruments or tools in the same segment. Let's move on, dear friends. I'd like to clarify one thing, that everyone who'd like to attend our closed meetings where we disclose different contracts and explain why we cooperate with this company or not, some confidential information is disclosed there, there could be only either, so it is available only for the statuses above, consultant and above. And the next meeting will be held on the 13th of June 2020. It will be delivered by Andrei Havratov himself. And now, dear friends, let's actually explore this graph. It's quite interesting to have a look at, because I think that in 2020, we actually witnessed so much achievements and so much events that I've never experienced them in my entire life. So the decline of the market, this pandemic, this lockdown, but let's have a look how it impacted the market and our company. Look, we all have a look. This is your right-hand corner. This is our company, and the left hand, this is the global situation. Lockdown, isolation, anxiety, fears. I'm actually tired of all the news. The global economy is in chaos. There is the decline in production and output. The companies are shut down, and almost 1.5 to 2.5 billion people are unemployed today. They have either lost their jobs or have lost their income, their payroll, and the economic collapse in 2, 4, 6, 8 years. And the future is really unclear. The greatest fear of any person is not actually what we face today, but actually we are uncertain about our future. There is such a good word, a guarantee. A person would like to be secured, but we don't know what to expect, which measures and interventions the governments will take for us to survive. And I believe that many sectors will actually collapse, and it will be really difficult to restore the economies. And people are scared of this. Why I like this business? Because everything is different here. I actually explained the situation in the global economy, but now it's a bit different in our company. Look, we can work even being under lockdown. We can work at home. So what we need is a good internet connection, your PC or laptop, and you can continue working. And no one actually will reduce your income when you stay at home. There are technologies. We're living in the 21st century, and you can actually sustain your income, the balance of your income, to support your family and to reach your dreams. I believe this is the golden time for partners of the new consumer community program. Why? Because I like this phrase: when person lacks something, then he is obedient, but actually he starts to look for something. You are short of money and you are actually quite open to new opportunities, to new sources of income. This is what you can use in our business. So our business or our company also enjoys business growth rate. And I showed you the percentage of this growth even under lockdown. Then we also enjoy a wide selection of investment proposals. Now I like actually that you can always make money on crisis. I'm sure that you can and you should do it. And the tool which before would cost a lot, now you can buy it and make money in future. Or you can buy something at lower prices and in the future you can actually have some gain on the price difference. Look, in the world, there is from 1.5 to 2.5 billion people losing their jobs, whereas in our business, we have from 1.5 to 2.5 billion people viewed as our prospects, potential partners searching for opportunities. And I can assure you that this is the best moment ever to reach them out. The economic growth of different companies and quite bright and quite certain future. I am certain about what to expect 1 year after, 2 years after, what will happen to our company and how we can realize our potential in this company. In the world of the employed persons, I would never have any idea of this. I like the saying of Armand Murniak's, it's very dangerous and unsecure today to have only one source of income. So this is actually your minus guarantee if you rely only on one stream of income. Therefore, through training, through education, we can actually educate you in having different sources of income. Let's move on, dear friends. Here, everyone is asking. Everyone is asking about our plans. How we can our plans to increase the price of our CIU. Look, maybe I am a bit honest, bold honest, but no one, dear friends, you must understand, no one will do something instead of you. Let's feel responsible and liable for every action we take together and what we'd like to create. We have almost 1,400,000 people in our company. And when we are all responsible and take the same direction, then quite soon we will implement the plans we set. So the way the value of our assets will be formed, and these plans are subject to everyone being responsible. You may dislike it or you join the business as an investor, but at least do not impede those people who are working. Please be respectful, be patient. Our goal for 2020 is the number of users we would like to have is 10 million users and 1 million of entrepreneurs. But again, in case our sales are 10 billion, this is our sales, then subject to item 1, 10 billion in sales, 4 billion of assets purchased, 1 billion of liquid assets, only subject to these conditions, the price will be as high, which I'm going to mention. That is 10, 20 per month. So this is from 10 to 40 US dollars. The profits. So once again, I will repeat that it should be 1 billion of liquid assets, yield from 1 to 2% per month, and then the profits of the portfolio will be from 10 to 20 million per month. An AIP purchased today for 1,000 units will yield by the end of the year of over 100 profits and over 300 capital gain. To say today, you make your decision to buy our product, and subject to these conditions are met, your reinvestments will see 100% increase. The release of CIUs, we will release from 1 to 8 billion CIUs. Those who actually want to sell, they will do it from 1 to, we will have for this purpose, from 100 to 400 million CIUs will be for sale. One CIU price calculation formula, 4 billion to be divided by 400, and it will be from 10 to 40 US dollars per CIU. 4 billion assets we have to be divided by those willing to sell their released CIUs. It will be the prospective price of one CIU, 4 billion divided by 400. So you will get this price. So divided by 400, you will get 10, and divided by 100 million people willing to sell, it will be 40 US dollars per CIU. And traders will enjoy the golden time, because traders, look, they like market research and they will quickly understand how they can make money with us. And I believe that many traders will actually join the business. Look, will join our business. I was looking for the correct word in Russian. And the conclusion is that 2020 is the best year for those of you who want to create their assets quite quickly and in a reliable way and have a continuously growing income. And these are our plans. We plan that the price of our crypto unit will be from 10 to 40 US dollars, but with one condition, that it requires everyone to work hard. In case our 1,400,000 people are responsible, we can do it quite quickly. In case everyone out of these 1,400,000 invites 10 persons each, and they make a purchase of 500 worth, then it could be done in a month. But let's assume that we actually can do it only half of this plan, then it will take us 6 months. But in case only 1%, then it will take us 2 or 3 years. So I'm saying this to show that it depends on all the people that are committed to us and would like to progress with us. Let's move on.
Okay, here.
So the way our assets and the price of CIU will be formed, and when we have 10 million users, then people are our greatest asset. You will agree with me. So people in the company who tomorrow will go, actually, they can exchange their CRUs. I believe that people are our greatest asset, but at the same time, there should be liquid assets.
Now, let's take a look. We have 1,350,000 users in our ranks. And the price at this level will range from 0.2 to 0.4 per crypto unit. If we want the price to have 0.4, $1, then we need to have at least 2.5 million people. How we can achieve that number? Well, each one of us will have to invite one more person. That's it. I think every one of us in 1 week can invite at least one person with the minimum purchase in 1 week. That's it. And already the price will increase twofold. It will be from 0.4 to $1, even more. So if we get if we invite 4 people in 1 month, then you can see that it will be around 6.5 million people overall, and the price is going to range from $4 to $8 per crypto unit. If we invite 10 people each in 1-2 months, see, if each and every one of you invites 10 people more, then the price will be from $10 to $15 or from $15 to $40. I like the philosophy that tells you, instead of relying on everyone else, rely on yourself and do it yourself. So for example, 10 registrations in 2 months. It's quite easy, yet people don't do it. And everything you need to do is to make 1 registration per week. And already, as early as 2 months later, our CRU will cost, in 2 months, it will cost $15 to $40. If we multiply it by, for example, if we multiply it by 5, then it will be $1 from the current 0.2. If we multiply it by 10, then if we multiply our performance by a factor of 10, then the CRU price will be $15 to $40. So I enjoy the very fact that it is our users who determine the price of our CRU. Let's move on. Can you please switch the slides? Yes, thanks. Now, dear friends, I would like to announce a gift from our company. Those of you who entered the VIP club in May and made any purchase in any EIP CRU, EIP CRU installments, EIP MLCI Marathon 260, they have received already 350 CRU points for free. That's the gift of the company to the VIP members. So it doesn't matter even what kind of purchase you made. If you joined the VIP club and made a minimum purchase, you got those 350 CRU points. So my congratulations, our company's congratulations. So 350 CRU points, multiply them by $10, and you can already see what kind of a gift you received in May. Well, I'm not talking about the newcomers here. You can see the kind of gift those people received from the company. And now there are still people who say that the VIP club gives nothing. Here you go. So we are new community. That was the purpose of our entire presentation. We are all a small gear or a big gear in the overall mechanism in promoting our project. But if, no matter how big or small you are, if the mechanism loses that gear, it won't work, it won't start. So let's implement our personal dreams and company's dreams together. But if you put the company interests first, your interests, your dreams will follow suit. So this is it from me. And I would like now to take your questions. No matter what kind of questions they are, I know that I will still take those questions because you are our partners after all, and we cannot ignore them. So let's bring up the questions and I will take them one by one. Okay, dear friends, do you have questions? Or you don't? Okay, so there's a question. What will be the price of the Genius of Finance game? If we have Tatiana here, could you please take that question? Yes, of course. Let's go from the beginning. I have a number of questions related to my presentation. So one of the marathon runners says that I performed 55% of my homework. When can I get the free ticket to Eventi? First of all, guys, we need the lockdown to be completely lifted and the boundaries, the borders opened. And we need the restrictions on large events to be lifted as well. As soon as we are sure that we can hold our October Eventi, we will launch the sales in our website and we'll start mailing tickets and making lists of people who are now entitled or eligible to receive free tickets. So the next question is, what is the preliminary retail price of the box version of Genius of Finance? You know, we did the market study and we realized that internet online shops, they use a 30 up to 50% markup from the original retail price, let's say cover price. And we decided that when selling, and we decided that we're not going to sell our game online, in online stores. We're going to give that game into the network. So it will be up to you to decide the markup and hence to decide the retail price. So you will also be able to enjoy wholesale discounts without the retail markup, and it will be this will be your profit, the difference. I cannot tell you the exact price right now. We can do it when the sales start, but I can tell you for sure that it's going to be cheaper than buying it online from an online store. Another question is whether participation in online games going to be free or for a fee. We decided that it will be up to you whether to participate in a free game or a game for a fee. If you want to play with your friends, the game is going to be free. If this is a game hosted by a certified coach, then you will have to pay a fee. And Maria Antonenko also told you that we will have integration with our blockchain and there will be a game coin in it. And you will be able to make contributions. Let's say you're gonna have like a game fund that you can create and reallocate across the game winners. There will be a lot of interesting features in it, but it will be up to you to decide whether you want to play a free game or a fee-based game. Hopefully I have answered all the my topic related questions, and now I'm gonna pass the floor back to you, Petro or Maria. depending. Okay, I can see one question. The loyalty program bonus for the VIP club members. Yes, there will be a bonus under the loyalty program for the VIP club. So my congratulations to you guys, you will have it accrued to your accounts. So what else we have here? If you have a small amount of CRU and a small amount of, and you have no released CRU points, can I still get access to the VIP club? Yes, of course. It doesn't matter whether you have small amount or no released CRU points whatsoever, or even blocked CRU points whatsoever. You will still have access to the VIP club. VIP club offers additional products, additional offers, and you will have additional discounts there. And it doesn't matter how many crypto units you have. That's why this loyal club of our people was created, for the members of the club to receive something extra from us. So what is the price of the CRU? It's $0.20 or units, 20 cents. So there is a question to Maria Antoninka. So why do we need utility UNTB token? Can you take that question, Maria? Yes, I can see the questions. And I already spoke at length what a utility token is. It's a token of our blockchain, and you need it to get access to the crypto wallets themselves, to transfer any tokens inside our blockchain. This is a technical token of the blockchain. Utility comes from the word utility. Well, in Russian, this statement makes sense. It doesn't make sense in English. And if you want your transactions to be quicker than the transactions of other participants, you will have to increase the balance on your wallet, and it will be as if paying for a broadband internet. So your transactions will go faster. So there is also a question regarding the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission. So what is the chance that we will have the positive opinion in July? But it's quite high, because we do not violate any laws. We just inform them that there is a company issuing 80 billion shares, and for those 80 billion shares, we will have 80 billion tokens issued. So the work with the Security Exchange Commission at now is more about notification. We're not like waiting for their permission. The Security Exchange Commission needs to be notified that we are planning to enter the external market, the exchange, and issue our tokens into free circulation. Whereas the report on the movement of those tokens, on their price, on each investor, how much they made on selling those tokens, this report will be submitted to the commission by the exchange and not by the company. Therefore, even if we have any technical comments from the commission, maybe there will be some documents missing in our application, but it's not like an opinion. It's not like there will be an opinion from the commission prohibiting us from doing something. So another question, when we're going to enter the exchange. Guys, there are two component dimensions here, technical and legal. The plan is in April, we're going to have the technical functionality of the exchange. It's like a prototype, and in September we will have it launched. We need our staff to be employed, to be hired, who will be responsible for the financial part of it, financial matters. Another question regarding the installments. If someone buys CRU EAP for 10 months, how will the CRU points going to be accrued after we enter the exchange? Well, we still have to discuss and figure this out. It's too early to discuss it, but I'm sure that the decision will favor the user. Okay. Another question regarding the functions of the blockchain. Is there going to be any kind of guideline? Every Thursday at 8 p.m. Moscow time, I'm conducting blockchain webinars starting since January. Never missed, never skipped a Thursday. So come to our webinars on Thursday. If you missed all those blockchain-based webinars, go to our official YouTube channel and you can rewatch them. What protocol mining is going to be used? Proof of work or proof of stake? In our case, it's proof of stake. Why the applications, exchange applications, are deleted 24 hours later? A person might never have their applications met in this way, but we have to delete them in order to reduce the amount of traffic, because back office is not an exchange after all. If there will be a long list of 1,000 applications or orders, exchange orders, the back office will freeze. Therefore, we need to update the list every 24 hours. But exchanges are made, and sooner or later, your turn, you will have your possibility to exchange your exchange. If your application exchange is canceled, then post up a new one. For now, it is impossible, technically impossible, to speed up the process. When are we going to have our blockchain? Someone asks. Guys, I already answered this question. We already have our blockchain. We've just launched the production version of our blockchain. The Crypto Unit Explorer is there. It's Crypto Unit explorer.cryptounit.cc. So go there and see. And there are also links in your back office that will take you to your blockchain. And when we go into the exchange, gradually all the back office data will be migrated to your wallet, to the exchange. And in your back office, you will simply have the history, your log, like how your CRU points for the last 1.5 years, 2 years fared there. But you won't be able to do anything with your CRU points, because those CRU points will be converted into live tokens, like cryptocurrency on blockchain. I guess this is it as far as the blockchain is concerned. Now I'd like to give the floor back to Petru. Yes, I have a couple of questions here. Good afternoon. Why the loyalty bonus coefficient for all stages is the same? The internal, let's say that the decision that was made because of the internal exchange being activated. In the last month, something did not get it, but we decided to. That's why we decided to use the same coefficient for the loyalty program bonuses. Why the VIP Club automatic payment is not working, guys? I don't really know. In my case, it works. When I made my first payment for the VIP Club, I put a check in the box. I checked the box, and then it's automatically debited from my account every month. So guys, again, if it still doesn't work, I guess you should go to the support service, because it never failed me. So I'm not really in a position to tell you why. Okay, guys, any more questions? Because if not, I guess we can call it a day and let go our speakers. Okay, let me wish you a wonderful weekend, and but let me assure you that everything is going to go in according to the plan. We already heard today wonderful news. Someone says that my question hasn't been answered. Guys, you know, I think all of the questions have been taken care of. I would like to thank you all. I would like to thank our speakers for very good news, and have a good weekend.
Thank you very much to all our speakers for the excellent presentations, and we covered a variety of topics today. I'm sure all of our partners found them to be very useful, and of course, some of the terminologies and matters require some more information. Always you can go back and play back the recording of this webinar, and I would like to thank you all. And if you found this to be very eventful and exciting webinar today, you can rank it from 10 to 1. 10 for very exciting day, and 1 a very boring. So it looks everyone was very excited with the webinar today, and thank you all for your attendance. And I wish you a very pleasant weekend, and hope to see you on the closed webinar by Andrea on the 13th, I think. Yeah. Take care, and have a great day.